Up next, we have Andrea. Hi, Andrea.
Hey.
You nervous again?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear what bands you're
Back
excited.
at it again.
Back at it. Let's hear what bands you're excited to hear or see for Warped Tour this year.
So what I have on my favorite list is 303, All Time Low, The Aquabats, Atmosphere, Avril Lavigne, Bowling for Soup, Boys Like Girls, Hawthorne Heights, Magnolia Park, Mayday Parade, MGK, The Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, Census Fail, Simple Plan, Sublime, Suko, We the Kings, and of course, Young Gravy.
You said Sublime and then Suko?
Yeah.
I don't know Suko. Who's Suko?
Suko's kind of like a rapper.
Okay, cool.
No.
Oh, actually,
He did
I
like
have
a
seen
couple
some of it.
things in like St. George too.
Yeah.
So in the music scene, like in St. George, I have some friends who are like rappers, and he came and they all did like a show and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. So he seems pretty chill, down to earth. I've never met him, and unfortunately I didn't go to those shows either, but I've seen him all post on like Instagram and social media about it. So
That's cool.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I have heard a few of his songs and seen a couple of his videos because he's very big at advertising himself, getting out
Yes.
there, marketing himself, I guess is the right way to say that.
Exactly. And he has a song that he did with Papa Roach that
That's cool.
I really like too.
Good
It
for him.
is, hold on, let me look it up. I don't remember the, so it's
Drum roll.
called Swerve.
Swerve.
It's actually a pretty good song.
All right, we'll have to listen to
So
that after
it's
this.
kind of like a little rock with some rapping.
That's cool.
So kind of cool. I feel like eventually that would be a new style or genre like
Yeah.
of music it will get to. So
Yeah.
people are kind of, I feel like, already experimenting with that.
There's
So
a lot of experimenting in music going on right now
Yeah.
for sure. So out of your list of bands that you're excited to see this weekend, how many of those bands have you not seen? Which ones have you not seen?
oh, not seen. So I've never seen 303, All Time Low, Aquabats, Atmosphere. Never seen Bowling for Soup, Boys Like Girls. Never seen Hawthorne Heights. Never seen Magnolia Park. And I actually just discovered that band like within the last few months too. I would say like 3-4 months. Never seen Mayday Parade, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, Simple Plan, Sublime, Suko, We the Kings, and Young Gravy.
That's really,
So there's only a couple that I have already seen that I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing again. So
that's really cool because your
Yeah.
list is almost just as big.
yeah.
That's cool that you have those opportunities
Yeah.
to see them. And so which bands have you seen out of that list?
So I've seen Avril Lavigne, I've seen MGK, I've seen Census Fail, and that's it.
Wow, that's really cool that we're going to see a lot of bands that you haven't seen before.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that.
Now, out of the bands that you've seen,
Yes.
there's 3, right? MGK, Avril Lavigne, Census Fail.
Yes.
If they're not going to play at the same time, but if they all play at the same time, which one of those would you choose to go see?
Ooh, that's a tough one. It would have to be MGK and Avril Lavigne are like my top 2.
Okay.
I mean, Census Fail was good, but
Yeah.
I would say there's more songs that I like or that I listen to more often with MGK and Avril
For
Lavigne.
sure. So now out of
And they
those
both
two,
put on really good shows. I don't know who I would choose between the two.
you just want to see anything at all?
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll just go pout in the corner and cry.
Yeah.
And just
This
be
isn't
mad.
fair.
Yeah. Screw Warped Tour.
So outside of the music, the bands, is there anything else you're excited about for Warped Tour?
I'm excited to discover new bands
Cool.
because that's
Yeah.
what happened at last Warped Tour. And then I'm excited to meet people. I have to find the girl that was on my flight.
Maybe you want to tell us about your experience getting out here real quick?
Oh gosh, yeah, that was crazy. So technically my flight was supposed to leave at 12:15. I ended up not leaving.
So it's 12:15 p.m.
Yes, in the
Okay.
afternoon. Yeah. So I arrived at the airport at about like 10:30 a.m.
And you had about a 2-hour drive to get there? How long is it?
Yeah, just
Okay.
shy of 2 hours. And then we got on the plane, we boarded. We were delayed for 3 hours on the plane.
Sitting on the plane.
Yes, we backed up from the gate, waiting for takeoff. A light came on, so they pushed us to the gate. They fixed it all, and then we backed up from the gate. They were doing their final check, about to take off. The light came on again, so then they put us back to the gate and then deplaned us at that point. And then we waited another 2 hours before they pushed my flight for the next day. And I was like, well, that's really going to mess up our plans we have. So then I rerouted us. And and then I was going to do a flight that was a red eye, 11:55. So then I would get in at like 9 or 9:30 a.m. so that way it wouldn't disrupt our plans that we already had for Friday. Well, then as I was waiting for that flight got delayed an hour, so then I would have missed my connection flights. So then I rerouted us again. So, but we finally made it here. I left at like 11 p.m. and then had a layover in Miami and made it to DC at 11 a.m. We're here. We haven't really slept much. As soon as we got to Danielle's, just showered, changed, and we hit the road to Philly and then started our weekend.
We made the baseball game.
Yeah.
We're here in time for Warp, so it's going to be good.
Yeah. Definitely a different experience in your 30s. So sleeping on a plane, not fun.
No.
I'm sore. I need a massage whenever I get back. So I'm excited to sleep in a bed tonight. That's what I'm most excited for.
And then I heard you and Danielle talking about it a little bit, but it sounds like you got all your outfits picked out.
Yes, we'll be matching tomorrow.
You got your nails done, which
check us out for our checkered shorts.
We need your picture of your nails so we can show everybody.
Okay.
And then
my middle finger is my favorite.
You obviously you made a friend at the airport who's also going to Warp Tour.
I did.
Shout out to T-Rex inflatable costume girl.
Yes, I told her that I would look for her, so I hope I find her. Escape the Fate. Yep,
we're gonna find her. She's gonna be there.
So
we at least
it'll
know
be a good
which band
time
to look for her at.
Exactly. She's probably gonna be front row too.
And then you said that you're looking forward to finding new bands because that's how you found some other bands in the past. What bands in the past did you find at Warp Tour?
So Wage War was probably one of them, and probably the biggest one that I've listened to since then too. So
right on.
Yes.
Cool.
So exciting.
Anything else you want to add?
My only goal for Warp Tour is I'm going to try to get backstage somehow. Some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Meet some bands and then get backstage or end up on stage.
And anybody that knows Andrea,
cool. Or crowd surf.
She'll do it. She'll get backstage somehow.
I will find a way. I will finesse my way backstage somehow. And so that's my mission.
Okay, we'll report back soon.
Okay, we'll report back.
Crowd surfing and
getting backstage and meeting some bands.
All right, let's go get some sleep.
Okay.
Hello, hello. I know you're all sick of hearing from Blair at this point, so I'm stealing the mic to talk with Andrea and hear all about her Warp Tour recap. Hi, Andrea.
Hey, how's it going, Danielle?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. Don't be nervous.
Too late.
No,
this is late. Already are.
So fun. We have so much to talk about, so much to recap.
We do.
First, how was it?
There was a lot that went down. Honestly, I don't know if I can even put it into words, like how much fun that I had at Warped Tour too. So
good.
It was a great time. I came back home and honestly, I was depressed. I had post-festival depression. It was full force for like almost a week. So I was like, I just wish that I was listening to music and having fun and just living life. So it was definitely hard to come back into transition, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think they call that PCD, right?
Yes. No, it's a real thing. It happens all the time.
Totally. I know exactly what that's like. And this wasn't your first Warped Tour, right? So you've probably experienced this before.
Yes, but this is the first time that they've done it more like festival style, where it was 2 days, whereas before it was just a single day. So you just go for the day. And it's a long day, but oh my goodness. Being in your 30s and standing for like 12 plus hours, walking thousands of steps, it takes a toll for you. Definitely had to pack the ibuprofen second day.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. So, okay, do you prefer the 1 day or the 2 day?
Honestly, I like the 2 day because I felt like there was only two times where I had two bands times that like clashed with each other. Whereas I feel like the 1 day there's more possibility for that.
Yeah.
Too. So I felt like I got to kind of enjoy it a little bit more. And then also too, I felt like it gave us more time to like wander around to all the different tents and actually do things like meet and greets or stuff like that. Because it was spread over 2 days versus 1 day. So it's hard to cram everything in just 12 hours whenever you have a list of bands that you want to see. And that pretty much takes up your whole time, because that's pretty much how I spent my first day, was just watching shows. Didn't even get any merch, and then they sold out. How sad.
I know. Okay, do you want to jump into your first day? How'd that go?
Well, first day, I would probably say first day was my favorite day.
Oh.
So, yeah. I don't know why. Just maybe the vibes were high on day one. So it was great. We got there. And it was just like so exciting, because you don't know what to expect. Like, everything's so new. So you're trying to like figure out, okay, who's playing what show, everything like that. And then it was fun. I kind of like not knowing the set times ahead of time, because then in the morning it was like the first thing to do was like, okay, plan out your day. Who do you want to see? And then send it in the group chat. So if we get separated, then we kind of know where people are. And then I don't even know what was in me to even bounce out from everybody too, but it was kind of fun. So just kind of solo sent it all day, adventuring and doing whatever. So
yeah,
I missed you guys, but it was a blast.
I know.
Just going off on my own. So for a little bit, because it's like we can all stay together, but like I might miss some bands, or some other people might miss some bands. Or I will say though, it was unintentional. I just kind of got sucked in at one stage, and then most of the bands that I wanted to see on day one were on Van's left stage. So I was there for a lot of it. And then I was like, you know what? I should just stay here until MGK. And so I did that. And then I ended up getting on the rail for MGK. So that was exciting.
That was the move. You camped out at that spot all day.
I think like 6-7 hours. I remember I was there, and then there was a break. It was after Atmosphere played. It was super dead at that stage, and I thought to myself, I haven't gone to the bathroom yet. And right now it's like 3:15 ish, somewhere kind of around that time frame. MGK comes on at 8:30. Well, technically 8:45. He came on early at 8:30. So I was like, okay, this is my time to go run to the bathroom. It took me 25 minutes. I ran and then went right back. And I was back a couple lines than where I was previously. But after a couple bands, I was right back where I was. And then right before MGK, some people left, and then I pushed my way. Well, technically I was row 2. But there were some other people that were trying to fight for the rails, so I had to fight them. But I got it, so that's all that matters.
Amazing. That's amazing. Do you want to tell us what you endured during those hours of waiting for MGK?
Oh my gosh. This is why day one was so much fun. Dude, so much happened. So first, there was like a group of us who were all like waiting for MGK. So we all kind of became friends. And so that was a lot of fun. I even got some of their Snapchats. So even to this day, like we'll slide up on each other's stories and talk, you know, even though it's been almost a month ago. So that's kind of fun. That's one thing that I love doing at show, is like making new friends and then just staying social media friends after and just see what they're up to, what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I made friends. That was a good time. And so there was a band that I did miss, 303. I was kind of sad. My millennial self wanted to go see them, but MGK was worth it. And I'll get to that at the end, why it was worth it. But so that was the only band I missed on day one. Well, technically Magnolia Park later on too, because MGK played for like an hour and a half instead of an hour, what he was supposed to. Yeah, so we all made friends there, but there was one band that was playing that I kind of had to sit through. I've never heard of this band before. And I mean, just by the name of it, sounded like it was a more hardcore band, which isn't necessarily my style. And so I was like, well, I can sit through it. It's only going to be like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. Well, they came on with masks, and I just instantly thought to myself, you know what? I'm screwed being third row, second row. Like, I'm probably going to die. Come to find out, it's like this deathcore, like crazy heavy band that, like, oh my gosh. And they had the craziest wall of death. I don't know how we survived. Luckily, there was some guys that were around us girls, and they were nice enough to kind of protect us from all the mosh pits and the craziest wall of death that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
But
for real.
that band is called Slaughter to Prevail. So if any of you know them, go look up Vans Warped Tour Instagram page and you can see a video of the craziest wall of death. And then I even have my own point of view video of it, but it doesn't do it justice. Like, they have like aerial shot footage of it. So
Andrea, I don't know if you looked into them more. There was a video of him wrestling a bear. They are hardcore.
yeah. I haven't looked into it more. I mean, the lead singer was kind of cute, though. So there's that. But I was like, you know what? I'll do it for MGK.
Yeah.
But
And you did.
I think my favorite thing was finally meeting up with you guys after MGK, like once day one was closed. And then Christian was like, yeah, we walked by and we saw it was Slaughter to Prevail. And we're like, oh, Andrew's going to die in there.
Yeah.
But I survived.
Yes, you did.
Wild.
And that is not the only craziest band you sat through. You also sat through Ice Nine Kills, right?
Yes, they were a lot of fun.
Okay,
So
good.
they were playing on Van's right stage. And so I was still camping out on Van's left. But I still, like, I was pretty close to the front. And so I still could kind of see their stage. But then they were also on the Jumbotron over there. So I wasn't directly in front of them. Nor do I feel like we got as crazy as probably the right stage did.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, I know of Ice Nine Kills. I wouldn't say that I listened to them on my own or like free will, but if somebody had them playing in the car or whatever, like that. But I will say they probably put on one of the best performances.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I'm a little partial to MGK, but they had to be in like my top three. Like, just they were so fun to watch. I mean, even though they were like murdering people on stage and swinging a baby around by an umbilical cord, it was a little wild, like artistic ways. But I will say it was very, very entertaining to watch. So,
oh yeah, they're like a
good.
full horror production.
Yeah. So, I mean, that was kind of fun because
Good.
no other bands are like that. So that was
Right.
exciting.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you survived
But
Slaughter to Prevail, Ice Nine Kills. What were the other bands
Yes.
you had to sit through? Not had to, but got to.
so, yeah. So started off in the morning, I saw Origami Angels,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, we saw that together.
All together, per Christian, you guys, you and Blair, all of them. I've never heard of them, but I really like them.
Good.
And then later, Aquabats. I saw through like part of their set. I did leave a little early because then I was going to Mayday Parade. And then I was back with you, Danielle, at Atmosphere. And then I camped out through them through a few bands, Slaughter to Prevail and Ice Nine Kills. I think they were a little bit later. Anyways, then Sublime came on that evening, and then All Time Low, and then it was MGK. And then, like I said, MGK came on early and he played late. So then, therefore, I missed Magnolia Park, which I was sad about. But I did get to meet them on day 2. So
Oh,
that kind of made up for it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So now what we all want to hear
And-
about MGK. Oh, no, go ahead.
Yes. So MGK was amazing. So since I've been sitting there for like 6-7 hours, we made friends with all the security guards. So we're all just like cutting up, having a good time. And one of my goals was to get backstage. So I was trying so hard. I was shooting my shot left and right. And unfortunately, it didn't pan out, but I did get close. Because the guy was like, well, I don't really have power to that. You know, you have to go to my supervisor. So I was like, well, go grab Chief. Chief loves me. Bring him over here. Like, we'll have a grand old time. And then that didn't work. And then I got another security guard's phone number in hopes that would help. And then I ended up losing his number. So then it was useless to me at that point, and yeah. So I did try my hardest.
You did. I love that you just straight up asked.
I didn't do it.
That's amazing.
I was like, you know what? Why not? And honestly, I knew they probably were going to tell me no. But still, you never know. Like, crazier things can happen.
Yeah.
But because we made friends with all the security guards at the very end after MGK, they were cleaning up the set and everything. And so one of the guys was throwing out guitar picks, and one of the guitar picks just fell short right in front of me. Like, so it was right in like where all the security guards hang out. And so I got homeboy who was right in front of me, and he was flirting the entire night. And I was like, hey, can you give me that pick? And then he was like, oh, you want this? Like, yeah. So then he was teasing me, and then other people saw that it was a guitar pick, so everybody else was like, give it to me, give it to me. And I looked him straight in the eyes, and I was like, I swear, if you give that to somebody else when you've been sitting here flirting with me the entire night, that's messed up. Like, that's crazy. And then he was kind of playing it cool, and then he kind of gave me the look. So then I was like, oh, I bet he's just waiting for everybody to like clear out, and then he'll give me the pick. And then so eventually everybody did clear out, and then he came back over and he gave me MGK's guitar pick. So that was pretty cool. So it was worth it in the end.
Good. You almost had to fight someone for that.
Yes. And I did make it on the Jumbotron a few times, so that was a highlight as well.
That's amazing. That was, I remember before you went, you were like, I want to stand right here because I want to be on the Jumbotron. And I just remember peeking over, like waiting to see you, because I was at a stage like around the corner, and I was like, Andrea, I just hope I see her.
Yeah. You're like, I hope she's still alive from Slaughter to the Veil. We don't know if she's dead or alive at this point. We haven't seen her for like 9 hours, legitimately.
Right. For real. Or backstage somewhere. I hope you're partying backstage. That would have been great too.
Oh, no. I always get myself into some kind of trouble.
It's memories, right? We're making memories.
Great times. Great times.
Yes. I'm so glad.
Yeah, so that kind of summed it up. Yeah. For day one, really. But, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good. I'm glad MGK was worth it, or waiting it out was worth it.
Yes.
I still want to hear about day 2, but I'm going to ask your favorite. Like your favorite overall performance. And I think we can all guess, but think about it, and then we'll touch on that at the end.
Okay.
We'll
do that.
Let's just touch base on real quick. Well, okay, I'll ask these questions after. Let's talk about day 2.
Okay. Day 2. Man, I was still tired from day 2, but at least this time I was a little bit more prepared. We took that ibuprofen. We got some breakfast before we went, so that was good. Random side note, their quesadilla was bomb. I had that both days because it was so good after the first day. And I heard other people were like, yeah, their food is trash. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stick with my quesadilla because it was fire.
That's amazing.
So, I thought the food was pretty good. But once again, I only tried one thing the entire time. So
yeah.
Day 2, I would have to say, was a little bit more calm. To an extent. Like, I wouldn't say it was as crazy as day 1, but it was still a lot of fun. Once the time hit at about 12:30, I went ahead and full sent it off by myself again, so that was kind of fun. But it was fun because we get there around we got there earlier day 1, but day 2 we went a little bit late because we kind of knew how things were running and stuff like that. So, but it was fun to like hang out with you guys for a little bit in the beginning. And then I started off with seeing We the Kings. Well, I saw a couple bands before them, but for what I was excited for was We the Kings. And then I just saw one song of the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Maybe it was 2 songs, but it was also my favorite song, Guardian Angel by them. So that's the only song I wanted to see, and it was beautiful. My like teenage emo self, like listening to that in my bedroom, like crying over some stupid ass boy. It was touching. It was great.
It's so
it's a classic. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
And then but the one reason too why I did leave early is because I was trying to go catch the band 408. I was stuck between Hawthorne Heights or 408, and my brother Chris, shout out to Chris, he told me to go check out 408. So I listened to my older brother, took his advice, and I'm so happy that I did, because they're probably my favorite band that I never listened to or heard of beforehand, that I've listened to a lot, like after Warped Tour too.
That's so cool.
They gained a new fan, and it was a lot of fun. And surprise, they have a song with Magnolia Park, and so during their set, Magnolia Park came out and did like a verse and a chorus with them too. So like I kind of did get to see them for one song and meet them, even though I missed their entire set, which I was sad about. But I wasn't gonna leave the rail at MGK.
No, yeah, it worked out. You got to see both.
I'm sorry, Magnolia Park, if you ever listen to this. But if I was at the rail for you and somebody else was playing, I wouldn't leave you guys either.
Exactly. True.
So, also the crowd was so massive. I don't know how I would even get out of that crowd being all the way in the front. So,
I think they would understand. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I even forgot to say what happened at MGK too. What? There was also a massive fight, literally like right behind me.
No way.
Yeah, like it was bad. So there was some guy there trying to push up to the front, some drunk guy to like get him out. And then I don't know what happened. And in one of my videos at the very end, you hear the security guards like yelling like, yo, yo, yo. And then that's whenever I stop recording because they're trying to push me out of the way so they can get in. Well, so they're trying to get this drunk guy out. And then he's like, I don't want to go. And then some other guy's trying to get him out. And then he starts punching him like full force. And then like, because there was the security guards and all their vest and everything too. But then there was like, I don't know if they're like personal MGK like security team that was there, because they were fully like in normal clothes but like tactical gear, and so like they were dressed differently. But he hopped right in to like defuse the fight with a couple other security guards too and stuff like that. So
wow,
that was crazy.
Yeah, wow. I'm glad it didn't like stop the show or anything. That's always annoying.
Oh, no. Yeah. I would have been pissed if it did.
Yeah.
But anyways, fast forward to day 2. So I saw 408. They put on a great show. And then I went and I saw Swaco, which was really, really cool. Swaco has done some shows out here in St. George, Utah. And so I have some friends who are in the music, like local music, and so they all did shows together. And he always seemed like a really chill guy. I never got the chance to meet him, but I had friends. They were all hanging out together and stuff. So it was kind of cool to be able to see him perform and do his thing. And honestly, he killed it. I thought his entrance was one of the coolest. How he came out in like a casket, kind of creepy, but also kind of cool at the same time.
Yeah.
His show was wild. I was pretty close to the front. Honestly, for most of the bands, I was pretty close to the front. That's one advantage of being a solo person, is you can just work your way through a crowd. Whereas if it's like multiple people, after like the third or fourth person, everybody's like, why are you cutting in front of us? Like, what the heck, or whatever.
Totally.
Whereas if it's just you, it's easier to navigate and move through.
Yeah.
But his show was wild. And that's whenever I was texting you and Blair. And so just because I wouldn't say I'm like a diehard fan, but I was having a good time. And I knew you guys were over in the same vicinity, just off to the other stage. So I was like, okay, I'll go say hi. And, but then I don't know if it was his lead guitarist, but his guitarist came out crowd surfing. And so that was crazy. Like, and he came right towards me. And so I have my point of view video that shows like him coming and me going under and trying to dodge security guards that were helping him. And then Vans Warped Tour on their Instagram posted their video of it, and at the end of it you can't actually see me like coming out from under there. So that was pretty cool. I made it on their social media page.
Yeah, you did, and we'll share that. That's so
claim
cool.
to fame. Thanks, Danielle, for finding it, 'cause you're the one who sent it to me.
Of course. You know my eyes were peeled for those.
And but yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And so it was right after that I crowd surfed out. And so the guy next to me just lifted me up, and then I was gone. It was so much fun. So now I understand why everybody crowd surfs, because it was a blast. And then it led me like straight to you guys. So it was fun to hang out for a few minutes to say hi and then jet set off to my other shows.
That's a life hack. If you need to get to the front, just have everyone carry you and crowd surf you to the front, and then you just hop off and come to your friends.
And then exactly. And then I don't have to fight a crowd and hundreds, thousands of people either too. So
float on over.
Yeah. So after Swaco, I went and saw Boys Like Girls, which was great. I missed Bowling for Soup, but I did. So I was coming back from Boys Like Girls, and there were so many people for Bowling for Soup that honestly it was kind of overwhelming. And so that's part of the reason. So like I saw them perform like 1 to 2 songs as I was like walking through the crowds and stuff. And then I sat there and honestly I just felt like overwhelmed. I was like, there's so many people here. I was like, I'm gonna go do the meet and greet with Magnolia Park instead of hanging out there. So then I went over and I did the meet and greet with Magnolia Park, and that was super fun. They were all really chill guys. I got them all to sign a t-shirt. I'm mad at myself. I should have did a record, but I was like, I don't know how I'm going to fly home with a record and like my luggage. I didn't want it to break, but
yeah, that's risky.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Could have always just rebought it and then just kept the sleeve where they all signed it. But I do have a t-shirt, and so I'll probably keep that. And I do have other t-shirts from other artists that I've met before that I've had them sign. So maybe one day I can like get them framed and like hang them up somewhere.
Yeah, you have a full collection.
So that'd be cool. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Stick to the t-shirts. Just have people sign them.
Yeah. And then so after the meet and greet, I went and saw Simple Plan and then Avril Lavigne. So, and it was great. Simple Plan was like my childhood right then and there. Like I remember my dad yelled at me for some stupid thing, and then I would just go listen to Simple Plan, Perfect, and just like cry my eyes out because I just thought I was a terrible daughter. Honestly, but so Simple Plan was like a lot of my childhood. Like whenever I think of like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, like Simple Plan's one of those bands. So it was really cool to see them. And then I got to see Avril Lavigne, which is my second time, and so much fun. Just jamming out. But the craziest thing was she brought out Sum 41, the lead singer of Sum 41. So they sang In Too Deep, and I went nuts.
That is iconic.
I went full psycho. So that was great. And the only thing that was worse was my phone ran out of storage. So I have 0 videos. I do have photos, but 0 videos. So.
Well, you have lots of good memories.
It's true. It's true.
Away.
I always figured I could just screenshot or screen record something online.
Oh, yeah.
But
there's so much.
It was great.
Good. Okay. Okay. I want a favorite from day 1 and a favorite from day 2.
Okay. Favorite from day 1. Ooh. I'd probably just have to say MGK because of my overall experience. But I would say a close second, if not tied, was I really liked Atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
He put on such a good show, and I just feel like he is so positive, and like we're just blessed to see another day, and just going through stuff that I'm going through like in my personal life. That is very like touching and things to like hear that. And so the only negative on his set was the bass, I feel like was just way too loud. But I felt like they struggled a lot with that on day 1 was like the audio mechanics of it. Because even some of like my MGK videos, like the sound isn't as good just because the bass is so loud.
Oh, yeah. It's so blown out, definitely.
Yeah. Earplugs were the move for sure. So.
Especially
and then, right? I already feel like I'm going deaf.
I know.
Oh, okay. For day 2. Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay, so I'm probably going to say Avril Lavigne because she also brought out Sum 41. She brought out him from retirement. Like,
yeah,
just something like I don't think I'll ever have that chance again. So that's why she's getting number one, but a close second, if not maybe tied with Simple Plan.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Those are really good ones.
Oh, and I even forgot to mention on day one, I saw Jeffree Star, which was like crazy too. It was only for a few seconds, but he like walked like right by me. So day one just had lots of like just wild encounters that I just wasn't expecting or anticipating. So that's why I say day one was my favorite, but day two is still just as good.
Yeah, I would agree. I think day one was also my favorite because we ran into so many unexpected moments because like you don't know what to expect going into it with the food, the drinks, the bathroom situation. I mean, having to figure all that out for the first time was kind of fun. And then just seeing the bands. And then by day two, we're all tired but still excited.
Yes.
So I would agree. Day one is special.
And we kind of already know like what to do, where to go. Whereas day one is all the first day excitements, like getting all that stuff all ready. So
yeah, exactly. Okay. Did you get any merch?
I did. So day two, we finally went to go get merch. I'm so sad I didn't get like Warped Tour official merch because they were sold out of literally everything that I liked. Even like I was willing to get oversized things, but they were completely sold out. So I just need to order some online because they had a couple cute shirts.
Yeah.
But I did get an Avril Lavigne shirt, and then I got MGK merch. So I got a hoodie, and then I also got a t-shirt with MGK. And then the guy gave me a little wristband. He was like, "Do you like free stuff?" And I'm like, "Yes." Where is this going? Because this is Warped Tour and I don't know what's happening. Am I about to be MGK right now? Literally was all going through my head. I was like, I might make it backstage. Well, come to find out, he gave me a little wristband, and so I had to go at a designated time, and MGK had like this little embroidery shop set up, and so they had these little tote bags that were promoting his new album that's coming out next month. And so it was really cool. Like I got to pick out what to embroider on it. And then I got to pick out like some stickers and some patches and pins. That was just a lot of fun to do. So it was just kind of unexpected, but a little fun souvenir to get as well too. So I didn't go crazy. I would have went a lot crazier if they weren't sold out of some merch. So I feel like I did pretty good. And even if I buy Warped Tour merch online, it doesn't count because I'm not at Warped Tour. So I didn't spend that much money at Warped Tour.
Yeah, separate budget.
Yeah. It's a new day. Doesn't count. Girl math.
Yeah.
So.
Totally. I would have to say, you have such good luck with like talking to people and like shooting your shot, and it just works out for you. I love to see it, and I love to be right there watching it.
It's just called I live in a land of delusion, and I think anything's possible. So.
Delulu land.
And it's the best place to be. Ask Blair. We've had many conversations about me being in the land of Delulu. But I always end up with some awesome memories and like crazy stories. So I remember talking to my brother Chris. He just graduated his periodontic residency.
Whoa.
And so he's an established doctor. My brother's master's, owns a couple businesses, very successful. My other brother working on his master's, financial. And so all my brothers are all successful if you think about it like education and career wise. And then there's me, just associate's degree, like just living life and doing whatever. But I will tell you, because me and Chris have talked about this, I'm like, but I guarantee you I have so many wild, crazy, just like life stories while you're just stuck in school studying, trying to become a doctor. Whereas I'm out here just have all these crazy memories that I'm sure some people, cherish. So all I know is one day I'm going to be old, and all I have left, hopefully, are my memories.
You are living life. Oh, yeah. Living life.
So.
And you may not have a video of Avril Lavigne, but you have really good videos of MGK.
Yes. I got lots of videos. I actually feel like I got a lot of good videos from like all the bands too, for the most part. So I have a really cute video of We the Kings which I posted on my Instagram, which I loved. Because it just kind of like showed his personality and stuff like that. So
we'll have to share them. We'll share them with the podcast. And then we'll also share, you have a POV video of you crowd surfing, which is so cool. I love that.
That was so much fun. I wanted to document it, and just the smile on my face. I look back and I'm like, that just looks like pure happiness right there.
Oh, yeah. You're living life.
Great time.
Doing it.
I was doing things, going out of my comfort zone.
Totally.
Literally, that's what I did all of Warped Tour. Like, going off by myself is usually something I don't do very often. So I was also kind of proud of myself for doing that too. So
that's amazing, because I would never guess that. You're just so good at like carrying yourself and going where you want to go and being there. And then when we see you, you're like, oh, hey guys, okay, bye. I'm going to go see this. I would never guess.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of anxiety, especially in the beginning. It would take me like an hour to 2 hours before I kind of get comfortable, like the transition. And then after that, I was pretty good. So
yeah, I get that.
And then even on day 2, I did feel a little safer because a lot of the same security guards at those few stages were the same on both days. So I also kind of felt safer knowing like, oh, I know those guys, like even saying hi to them like day 2, they were all like, oh, what's up? So like I felt like I had people, even though I was like by myself, but if something happened, I could just be like, yo, chief, help me out here or whatever, you know. So
totally.
But
I love that. Okay, so you're okay, let's recap your goals that you talked about in your intro. You said you had a goal of crowd surfing, going backstage.
Check. No.
Kinda, almost, maybe?
Almost. Close. Fair shot.
True, and meeting new bands, which you did.
I did. Magnolia Park. So 2 out of the 3, not too shabby.
No, not bad at all.
I did try. So
you got some phone numbers. Shoot. Exactly. I would say 2. Maybe 2.
Phone numbers now blocked. Too weird. I was just trying to see what I could get. So, and then now blocked.
I love it. Okay, I'm going to say 2.5 out of 3 then, because you almost made it. You almost made it.
Yeah.
And you did get a special pass to the Machine Gun Kelly tent.
True.
Thing.
So there was a couple other perks that I got that I didn't think, like getting on the rail for MGK, getting his guitar pick, and so there was other things that I got to see Jeffree Star, you know, that I wasn't anticipating too. So kind of made up for it.
Yes, you absolutely did. Okay. What about the T-Rex girl that said she would be able to escape the fate?
Well, okay, come to find out, it's not a T-Rex. That's what happens whenever you haven't slept all night. And everything's a giant blur. She was a dragon.
Same thing.
So correct myself. I mean, close. They're both scary, nor do I ever want to encounter either of them. But... So, because I wasn't at Escape the Fate, because I was camping out for MGK, but I know Blair was. Were you there too, Danielle?
No, I wasn't there.
No, okay. Well, Blair did tell me he was on the lookout for her, and he did not see her. So then I was all sad, because I was like, oh, maybe she didn't wear it.
No, I saw her at Cartel.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was like,
I didn't know that.
I thought I saw, and I was like, oh, it's a dinosaur. It's not a T-Rex. Or no, what was that? Dragon. I'm like, what is the
Dragon,
difference?
Yeah. Potato.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, oh, not her. Dang it. But now I know it was her. She was.
It was her. Yeah. I just told you the wrong thing to look for it. And honestly, that's probably why Blair missed her too.
She's probably there.
So. But on my way back, I saw her. She was on my flight back to Vegas. And so we kind of chatted. I was wearing my MGK t-shirt. And so she recognized me for my t-shirt. And I was like, how was Escape the Fate? You know, did it live up to everything you're hoping? And she was like, yeah, so much fun. Showed me pictures of her in the dragon. And I was like, oh my gosh, like my friends were looking for you and all of that stuff. And so it was good times.
Did she wear the dragon suit on the plane?
She did not, and I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of cool. And then they switched our luggage, like, pickup carousel to a different one. And I was just scrolling on my phone, just waiting, not even paying attention to anything. And she came up to me and she was like, oh, they moved our carousel, you know, and she was like, all of us Warped Tour people have to stick together. It was kind of cute.
I love that. You do. We do.
I was like, yeah, it's just a little community. You gotta watch out for each other. So.
Totally. Oh, that's sweet.
Good times. I definitely say Warped Tour did its thing. Like, I had expectations for it, especially with them being gone, like not doing it since 2018. But I think they succeeded, and I think they're going to be back. Well, I mean, they already have pre-sale for next year, and I've already thought about buying, but...
Me too.
So.
Okay, I love that. Because Blair, he likes to say, not my Warped Tour, but you would say, my Warped Tour. You loved it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's also different, too, because I feel like it is more festivalized, and I did see a lot more, like, rave things at Warped Tour, which that I was kind of surprised, like totems, which is good because it's a bigger event than what it was years ago too, because I think it would be like 20,000 people if that, whereas I think ours was like 100,000 or something. Like it was a pretty big event. I don't know the exact numbers, but I just know the comparison between what it was and what it just was a pretty big difference, which the totems are there for you to find your group. So if you get separated, you can look for the totem that your group has. And then that's how you know, like, oh, my group's over there, if you're trying to find them in a crowd. So I do think it is beneficial to have them. And then I saw people like with candy and stuff like that, and like trading candy, which that's another like rave thing to do. And so.
Wow, I didn't see that. That's really cool.
Really?
Yeah, wow. I love that. That's fun. Okay, I still want to make sure we cover your intro, just to like give the people what they want. They want a recap. They want an update. Who did you meet? You mentioned that you met Magnolia Parks. Did you meet anyone else?
Yes. No, those were the only people I actually met.
Okay. Did you discover any new bands? Oh, go ahead.
Yes, 408.
Okay.
So, I would say is my favorite.
Yeah, so that was your first time seeing them, and now you've been listening to them since? Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yeah. Girl Last Summer is currently my favorite song with them, so.
Ooh, I'll check it out.
Check it out.
Shout out, Chris.
It's kind of poppy. Yes, exactly. Older bros always know.
Okay. What was the craziest thing you did?
Ooh, craziest thing I did?
Or something that surprised you, like crowd surfing?
I would probably say the craziest thing, that's what I was thinking, was crowd surfing, but I was trying to make sure there wasn't anything that I might have forgotten too. Mm-hmm. So that, or getting the guitar pick, because not everybody gets that, so it's just kind of a cool little keepsake to have. So
special, so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, did you have to make any hard decisions? You mentioned the first day there were a few bands that you had to miss.
Yes. So, and then on day 2, it was either 408 or Hawthorne Heights, which I did get to hear my favorite song of Hawthorne Heights, because they were just like pretty close by, and so 408 just ended like right as they just started. So that was kind of cool. I still got to hear it even though I wasn't there at the stage. And then sad that I did miss Bowling for Soup, because I was really excited for them. There's part of me that's like, oh man, I should have stayed too. But also I'm like, I can always go see them again, you know, if they ever play. Whereas I might not always get a chance to go to a meet and greet, you know, so.
It's true.
That was kind of my deciding factor. So.
And didn't you say that you saw some of Pennywise instead? I know they were playing at the same time.
Oh, yeah. I did see a little bit of Pennywise. Was that day 1?
I think that was day 2.
No, that was day 2. Yeah, because I think I was waiting, because that was part of the reason I skipped Bowling for Soup, didn't stay for them, went and did the meet and greet, and then I went to camp to go get my spot for Avril. So, and then Simple Plan was playing just right next door to Avril, so I got to see both Simple Plan and Avril Lavigne, but I had a good spot for Avril's side.
Yeah, you did. Did you like Pennywise?
I did. Surprisingly, I liked him a lot. And I think the guitar player came out with Sublime at the very, very end, and they played a song together. And I was like, who is this guy? And then I saw Pennywise, and I was like, oh, that's who he is. I will say that's the other cool thing about Warped Tour is that, because all the bands are there for music, that's the one nice thing about Warped Tour is it's more like music focused versus like Profiting, like EDC or like other just big festivals where it's all about the show plus the music.
Yeah.
So all the bands are just hopping in with each other, coming in. Avril also had Simple Plan come out, so they played their new song together. And then even at 408, I saw, what's his name? The lead singer for Sublime, his son.
Oh, yeah. Jacob's Castle.
Jacob, yes.
Yeah.
He was over at 408, like just wishing the guys luck before, while they're getting set up. And so it was kind of cool to see like all, everybody just kind of everywhere too. So
yeah, I
didn't see anybody out in the wild though, but also too, I was kind of hyper focused on other things. So
we were head down, getting to where we need to go.
Yeah. I was just going from stage to stage to stage. I was a woman with a plan.
Yeah. I agree though. I really like how it seems like for them it's summer camp. Like they're all hanging out.
Yes. They're all just having so much fun.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then seeing them post together on Instagram or anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you guys were together that whole time. I didn't even know you knew each other.
Yep. Yep.
All right. So overall, rate your experience. 1 out of 10.
100.
Love it.
Great time.
Yeah.
So.
Different from 2018, but you still loved it.
Yes. Different, but still good. So
good. Well, is there anything else you want to add? Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so. I want to go to the other Warped Tours now.
I know.
I was thinking about going to Florida. So I don't know. Be kind of fun. Say I do have a few different bands and then catch the ones I missed from DC. So.
And I'm pretty sure like your favorite Day to Remember is playing in Florida.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm still pissed at them. Freaking Jeremy. Jeremy, if you're hearing this, you're cute, but I'm mad at you.
Yeah. Why duck out on DC? That's so lame.
I know. But that's okay.
Yeah.
We still had a great time.
Yeah, we did. And do it. I hope you do Florida. That would be amazing. Is that in November?
Yes.
Oh, you still have time. Still have time.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
There's some other concerts I want to go to, so we'll see.
Love it. Well, great. Andrea, thank you so much for being here. I had so much fun with you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Same time next year, right?
Yeah, let's do it again.
Okay. Perfect. See you there. Bye.
Okay.